Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this masterclass on data management and IFC files, key tips and tricks. I'm Natalia, architect and institutional manager here in ZIGURAT. And today we're going to dive into the world of data management, explore valuable insights into handling IFC files. So today we have with us Natalia Olivera. Thank you, Natalia, for being here today. She's architect, partner, and general manager Europe at Studio ACE, a project manager at Link Studios, and also mentor lead at Women in MEM. So, meet ZIGURAT, a leader in construction and engineering education. We aim to equip you with the latest industry insights and skills, revolutionizing construction and step at a time. So, Natalia, the stage is yours. So, thank you for being here today.
Okay, no, thank you for inviting me. So I will start to share my screen.
Yeah, please.
So are you able to see my screen right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will go ahead. So, well, today, thank you for inviting me and all the persons that joined today. I am excited to talk about two revolutionary concepts that are shaping the construction industry: IFC file and data management. Over the next 15-20 minutes, I will be exploring how those concepts are transforming construction efficiency. My goal today is to raise awareness about the importance of data management in the IFC files and leave you with essential insights that you should know before delivering or receiving an IFC file. So I will talk about the challenges that we are currently facing and why we all need to take action as soon as possible, because mostly everything that we're going through BIM right now, you will need an IFC file to communicate with other programs, softwares, or stakeholders. So this is an important topic that we need to be aware to know how we need to organize our house, our file, and our information before we can share it to someone else. So from skyscrapers to bridges, like every physical structure we encourage, so it owns its existence to collaboration. So the process seems simple, but it's far from simple. So collaboration, time, errors, cost, delays, money. This dance of construction involves several players: architects, engineers, contractors, and subcontractors, investors. All are working together to transform vision into reality. Collaboration essential for success, often face some diversity of issues about softwares and communication barriers. So everything result in errors, delays, and efficiency. So that costs time and money. Now, enter to the hero of our story, the industry. Yes?
Sorry, I think that the screen is freezing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Let me start again. I apologize for that.
No, there's no problem.
I will share in I will share the screen so we can avoid that. And we start.
Yeah, I think that now it's okay.
Now we can, if I go there, you're able to see. If I switch now.
Are you moving on?
Now I just move on into another one.
Yeah, I think that it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so you didn't miss that much. So I was just showing this this Diabo. So now what we are here to talk about, like the hero of our story, as I was saying, the IFC industry foundation classes. These files emerge as universal language that bridge software boundaries. So these files are bridges between softwares, okay? Enabling data exchange. So that's it. So different software speaking the same language. But what is an IFC files? I am not here to explain what it is because like nowadays, almost everyone is familiar with the term, but its purpose, how to export it, and its significance might be not entirely clear. So I would like to explore this briefly. So as it says here in the Building Smart, can you still see my?
Yeah, it's just we have this box in front of the slides. If you can just put on the other side or minimize.
Okay. Yes.
Or
Here.
you can put on the right. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I just put my presentation mode. So as I was saying that as this Building Smart definition, it's a digital, it's a standardized digital descriptions of the build asset industry. It's an open international standard. It has its own ISO, as it said like in the screen, and promotes vendor neutral or agnostic and usable capabilities across a wide range of hardware devices, software, platforms, and interface for many different cases. So this was what I'm referring to. So we need to know that this file is going to let us know, communicate with other softwares. Also, it's vendor neutral, so it's for free, it's an open code, it's open source. So you don't have to pay to be able to use it. So every BIM software, it's going to be capable of using and sharing and exporting these type of files. So most of the common uses that we are using these files is for coordination and clash detection, quantity estimation and cost management, construction planning and scheduling, facility management, energy analysis and sustainability. So for those mains are the main uses for IFC files. So maybe we are not that familiar because we use, for example, Revit and then export it to Navisworks. And there we don't have to use an IFC file, but there are so many softwares that we can use for clash detections that maybe are more useful for our needs. And those softwares we are going to be needing an IFC files in order to be able to use them. So What are the challenges that we are facing right now in the construction industry? It's the data challenges are you still seeing my screen, my entire screen?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. So all of the uses that I mentioned, those are in our day-to-day as BIM coordinator, project managers, that every person that is using BIM. So with the increasing complexity of the project, data flows in various resources, plan reports, now we are facing those challenges. So the challenges lies in using this data for better decision making. Here's the part that it gets tricky. All the theory, all the orchestra that I was mentioning before, uh, everything starts to kind of fall apart. So these are the challenges that when managing information through an IFC files, we are facing right now. So as you're seeing, like limited software support, not all of BIM software application fully support IFC, and the information might not be exported correctly. It is important to be familiar with the capabilities of your software. So, so you might want to check which IFC standards your BIM software can support. Then data transfer issues, because during the process of exporting data from one BIM software to another one, information might be lost and or distorted due to the compatibility issues or limitations in the software. So this is particularly relevant when working with software from different vendors. So you might want to check that too. Also, data quality. The quality of data within BIM model can impact the quality of the IFC that I am going to be created. So I need to be sure that my BIM model it's in good shape, in good health, to be then to be ready to export it as an IFC file. Because incomplete, incorrect, or inconsistent data will be exported and maybe lead to misinterpretation or errors during further usings, because the IFC file is going to be used for another person will be using it. So it's going to be a responsibility that we need to take in order to other person can complete their work. Then we see lack of standards and guidelines. So in absence of clear guidelines, it can be difficult to know what information should be added to the model and how it should be organized. So this also can lead to data being added inconsistent or incomplete. So this is going to affect the weight of the IFC and the quality, as I mentioned. So setting how the data should be organized at first, that will be really helpful. So this is something that you can do on your BEP execution plan, but I will talk about that in a few minutes. So then we have another challenge that I have been dealing with. It's difficulty mapping information. So the process of mapping the information that we have in our model, the entities mapping with the IFC classes, it's complex and it's time consuming. And particularly when we are dealing with large complex model, that's where the challenges are. Then last but not least, lack of automation. So the process of adding information and exporting information to IFC format is typically a manual process, and it can be time consuming and lead to errors, because this is it's done by humans, and we are taking data from one place to another one, and then from another one to another one, and reviewing that. It's quite complex, and it gets to turn boring, and then it's when the errors start to pop up. So I will like to share with you this project so you can understand a little bit what I am talking about, so you can see in an example that is so much better. This project, it's called SHOI. It's located in Montevideo. It's almost 100 meters height with 30 meters approx square meters, 30,000 square meters. Includes 167 housing units, amenities, and a restaurant. So in the recent years, the implementation of facility managed models has gained relevance in the IFC industry. However, in the region in Latin America, there is no precedent that matches the scale of this building. Because of this project and its success, that it was published by Autodesk Latin America. And these are the most notable challenge that we faced when we start developing this project. So develop a standardization process suitable for this and future facility management projects, because we always have to think the way that we can use the work that we are doing right now for the future, so we can set up a process and reduce errors, and also apply automation, routines, everything that will help us to make our life easier and be there for using our decision making as humans. So that's what we're trying to do with this project. So then compilation of the current conditions and the progress of the work. We had point clouds. So this building was in progress when we started. So we, for this facility management use, so we had point clouds. We were delivered point clouds, and we start level from level, modeling what it was on site right now. So that was a tricky part of the planning, when we are going to be working, receiving the point clouds. Then another challenge that we faced was the categorization structure. All the assets that came from that point cloud in several sources and formats, how we are going to be organizing and categorizing that information, which information the client wanted, and the information that we currently have. And then the requirements, the information requirements of the entities. So they were not defined by the client at the beginning of the project. So that was a big challenge. So we wanted to have an facility managed model using IFC with data inside, but the client didn't know which data wanted inside when they hire us. So, but also we needed to deliver it in time. So we needed to develop a strategy, because if we started later, or when the client decided to send us the information, it was going to be a really mess, because the time wasn't going to be like possible, like it's going to be impossible working with those deadlines, those amount of information. And then this part also, we were managing large and huge fines. So we were managing point clouds, then all the mechanical, plumbing, electrical, architectural, structural, all that model was really, really heavy. So we need to check the software's requirements. We need to check the perfect planning to know how we're going to deliver this project in the right shape. So what we did to ensure the quality of the project, we knew the importance of planning. So as I mentioned, so this was already in progress. So, and there was no beam execution plan. We decided to dedicate a month to planning the necessary strategy to create an accurate model. During this period, several tasks were carried out, including planning the project stages, selecting the necessary resources, specifying modeling strategies, and determining what information will be relevant to include in the model. When all this was in order, then we needed to guarantee a quality IFC and COVID deliverable. I'm sorry, deliverable. In addition, we decided, we made some regular meetings with the client to validate that we were on the right path. And when the precisions and the tolerance and the system path, everything was in order to extract the most relevant information from the point clouds. So when we got to this point is where we detected that the scale of the project was really huge. And we knew that all the different stakeholders or the consultants that were going to use the BIM model will have operational difficulties. So that's why we decide to define an organization for our model. So we defined a federated model strategy that allowed more efficient and effective management of the MIB models. So since each unit represented a clearly defined section of the project, so we facilitated collaboration between different teams, and every team was in charge of a specific set of models. We ended up with 45 models divided by disciplines and groups of levels, along with a coordination model. And this strategy guarantee a more fluid and precise management of the BIM models, adapting to scale, the scale and the complexity of the project. So some of the tools that we incorporated into the process to maintain the health of the model through the development was Recap as a tool for checking existing conditions, Model Checker for Revit with personalized verification rules that allowed us to detect human error, such as genetic model, duplicated elements that place rooms. This is a free add-in that you can use into your BIM models, not only for this, like for life. It's free, it's user-friendly, and also guarantees the quality of your work. Then we did reviews in BIM 360, in the viewer of BIM 360 to easily consult the models with a lot of information. So in this platform, no matter the size of your model, you will be able to navigate in an easy and fast way. So I am always on the side of take the advantage of all the tools that you have to your benefits. So finally, we faced with the need to manage a large of amount of information for multiple entities. Yes.
Yes, it is. Wow. Thank you, Natalia, for sharing this important information with us. Before we have a couple of questions here. Before the questions, I would like to invite Dimitrios. Dimitrios, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello. Just ask for your attention. There we have just a 5 minutes of a speech of a Dimitrios speech about our masters in global mean management. So Dimitrios, if you want to explain just a little bit about our masters, and then we go to the questions, okay?
Sure, of course. Can you hear me and see my presentation? Fine? Yeah, all right.
Yes.
So thank you very much, Natalia, Mona Lisa. Natalia, indeed, IFC, it's actually a crucial part of the master program that we have in BIM management. And it's not only a crucial part of the program, it's a crucial part of the life of anyone who is actually working with BIM. IFC has actually allowed everyone to work with their own tools without worrying about issues in coordination or collaboration during the implementation of BIM. So that has been a big pillow for many professionals in the industry. Now, the master program in global BIM management is actually focusing on providing you with practical training in BIM, and we focus on 3 directions: the application of the BIM software in the whole life cycle of a project, from the design part to the construction and the operational part of the project. And it's actually focusing on the managerial workflows. And we want to provide you also with some training regarding the organizational side of BIM, the implementation of BIM. How would you be able to actually apply BIM methodology in your organization, how you can manage and lead a team of BIM professionals. So by the time you complete the registration, you begin the program with your preparation, the block 0, the welcome block. Here you will be able to actually prepare yourself through masterclasses, level up courses, software preparation with Revit, ArchiCAD, Synchro. So you can start the program on the 1st of November. So the program starts in almost 1 month from now, in November. It's going to be for 1 year, and the whole year is divided into 5 academic blocks. You begin with the first block, which is focusing on the information management of the project. Here you'll be learning basically how to organize any project with BIM methodology. You will be learning about the data requirements, the deliverables. You will be learning about the exchange information requirements, how to prepare an BIM execution plan, and of course, the critical part about the collaboration with IFC and the Open BIM standards. Here you'll be doing a lot of project management as well. So you will be, in order to be ahead of any questions, you will be able to explore the BIM ISO 19650 in this part of the program. Not only in this part, actually, in the whole program. Following that, we move in block number 2 in BIM for design. So here you will be able to work practically with both of the most popular BIM platforms, both Revit and ArchiCAD. And you have also the related classes regarding the coordination during design of the project, as well as the data analysis of the data that are coming from each of the design teams. Following that, in block number 3, we focus on how BIM is applied during the construction. Here you will be focusing on the project controls, material planning, cost estimation, scheduling of the processes, as well as regarding the use of BIM in the pre-construction workflows. After that, in block number 4, we have the BIM for asset management, where these are actually the post-construction workflows with BIM. Here you'll be focusing on the facility asset management stage, the maintenance stage of the project, the operational part. And here we have also the opportunity to learn how to work with COBie files as well. COBie is actually the information that is being transferred from the stage of construction to the phase of operation of the project. And we're finishing with the BIM from implementation in block number 5, where we focus on the different design strategies so that we can follow with BIM the organization of your team. You will be doing a lot of role play, having the different roles that could exist inside a BIM team, from the role of the BIM manager, the BIM coordinator, the BIM designer, the BIM engineer, the BIM estimator. so you can understand, in fact, how it is to work collaboratively inside a BIM team. And you have also the related classes regarding the BIM implementation plan and how we can prepare it. After that, we have the final master thesis, which is being actually developed during the whole duration of the program. Now, regarding the software, we have software that is that we use in each part of this program, in each block, which is provided, of course, from ZIGURAT. And you will be able to learn more about that if you scan this QR code on the side. So a member of my team can contact you and actually explain you the details. Now, regarding the benefits of the program, I consider this very important for someone who is interested to explore their participation in the program. The program is accredited by University of Barcelona and Building Transformations, as well as SIAT, the UK Professional Chart of Architectural Technologies. So every successful candidate is receiving the master degree from University of Barcelona, as well as a second master certification from ZIGURAT, which is accredited by Canadian BIM Council, or else known as Building Transformations, and SIAT. Each candidate will receive also a certificate, a professional user software certificate, one from Autodesk and one from Bentley, as well as the opportunity to receive the BIM professional certificate from Building Smart. Building Smart is collaborating with us in this master program, so we allow all the candidates to be able to receive this additional certificate as well. And with the completion of the program, of course, there are even more benefits to be explored through ZIGURAT and its alumni services. So you will be able to learn more if you scan this QR code, and let us provide you with all the detailed information about the program. That's all. I don't know if we have any questions. I would be happy to discuss.
Actually, we have questions now, but it's all for Natalia. Sorry. No, but yeah, I keep in touch if you need more information. Okay, and let's see the questions. Natalia, they are asking you, what corrections do you do to make sure IFC data will be in the line before exporting IFC data? And what do you review when accepting IFC data to make sure it is correct to import? I don't know if you, yeah, it's
yes,
clear?
It's clear. Okay. You will need to, I didn't get to that point, apologize, but that point is that you need to make sure that when you need to check your IFC, you need to export that and make sure that the data is well organized. You can use a software, IFC software that, for example, BIM Collab Zoom, BIM Viewer. Those are softwares like you can use Solibri too. They are free, and you can really see how the information inside a wall, for example, if it's fire rated or not, it's organized. So once you receive a file, also the same process. Just open the file in an IFC viewer and check that all the information that you need is organized. You just can click on it. Those are really easy softwares, so they're friendly. They're user-friendly, so you're not going to have any issue about that. However, when you put some information into your elements, make sure that you first use the native categories that Revit has. So don't add any special parameters. In case you need, just be aware that you categorize them in the right category, let's say, to be able that the other person is going to find that information in the same place.
Okay, just who? Okay, do you have? We have another one. So the question is, how successful is IFC for infrastructure projects like roads, tunnels, and rail? So there is a great opportunity in exporting proper geometry from software like Civil 3D, etc. Also, there is no proper IFC guidance for roads, drainage, and sanitary pipeline projects. Do you want to comment, or it's not
Yes, well, those are the challenges that I will mention that I mentioned at start. First, you need to be aware that your software, it's what your software can offers. Also, I agree that there's not that much guidance in IFC for roads. You can check Building Smart dictionary that it's there, so for everybody to use. And also, I suggest to leave everything in a building BIM execution plan, all the information that you are going to be needing. But I understand the problems that you're facing. Some of them will be fixed soon. We have IFC 4 right now. They're going to be, that depends on the software vendor, sadly.
Okay, I think that it's clear. So yes, we have more comments. I have C4 support infrastructure.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so what I mentioned also depends on the view exported view that you are using to. You need to check, and there is a manual from Autodesk that you can just Google. It's really well explained how you can export IFC from Revit, not from Civil 3D. Hopefully every software can do that. But yeah.
Okay. So this is funny today. So we have a question for Dimitrios. Dimitrios, do you want to answer? Which professional certificate the program will provide for the Masters in Global BIM Management from Autodesk? Are you listening to me?
Oh, you're on mute, Dimitri.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we're an authorized training school from Autodesk, as well as Bentley. Therefore, every candidate who is actually participating in the program and is using the Autodesk software will be able to receive also a professional user software certificate from Autodesk. That's the title of the certificate. Also, if you allow me to offer a comment about the use of IFC in infrastructure, actually, we have two master programs in BIM management. And the main difference between these two is the application area. The global BIM management that we were discussing just before is focusing on building projects. But we have also another master program which is focusing on infrastructure projects like tunnels, roads, tunnels, railroads. And if someone is interested specifically in this kind of projects, I would strongly advise to apply for more information for that program. And there, I'm pretty sure the professors, since they have a lot of experience with BIM, specifically in infrastructure projects, will be able to guide them further regarding the application of IFC in infrastructure and how they deal with these challenges, of course.
Okay, thank you. And we have the last question, Natalia. If you can tell more about how to use IFC in facilities management.
Yes, I mean, part of the presentation that I was making was about how then after you put that information into your BIM model, then you use a facility management program and you can take that information to make some orders to, for example, maintain the lighting fixtures, the light bulbs, like said, like I have this type of chair and this is the guarantee, or it's going to, you need to repaint this room every 3 years. That's something that you insert into your BIM model, and then you export a COBI file, and then the COBI file is going to read that. You're going to insert the COBI into a facility model, facility management program. And there are another programs that you can also match the IFC model And that benefit is because you can see where your issue is, because you can locate it in 3D, because right now that thing already exists, but it is not linked with a three-dimensional model. So that's why when you link all three things like IFC, facility management programs, and COBI files.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, okay, thank you. And now, do you have time? Sorry, we have one more.
yes.
Yeah, okay. So which FM program is integrated with IFC?
I am certified in UBIM. It's web located software.
You are muted?
Yeah, no. So that's a facility management IFC integrated software that you can see, and it's really user friendly.
Okay, so yeah, I think that it's all today. Thank you, Natalia, for being here today with us. Hope to see you again.
Of
in
course,
person, here in Barcelona or online.
of
Thank you so
course.
much. Thank you, Dimitrios, for your participation, and thank you, everyone. I hope you could enjoy this session. And yes, it is. See you in the next. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.